Hey guys, welcome to the second video of troubleshooting of deployments. So in the previous video, as you must have seen, that we have troubleshooted a few questions related to deployment. In this video, we'll do a few more questions and make sure that you watch this video till the end. And if you have not watched the previous video, watch that first and then come for this video. Okay, so let's get into the question right away. So let me go to the question. So we already solved 3 questions. So we will solve more, at least we'll target to solve more 2 or okay, fine. So there are 2 questions here which we can solve. So let's go for this one. So on the side I've kept the Kubernetes documentation open as usual, so in case we need anything we can come here. So that is the benefit of this. And okay, so fine. So looks like this has something to do with ConfigMap secret. Okay, fine. So what is saying, Postgres deployment are not running, fix the issue. So first we'll set the context as usual, and then after that we are knowing that Postgres deployment is not working. So we have to do k get, okay wait, this is in caps lock, wait, k get deployment. So this is to check which deployment. Okay, so it's not in ready state, it's 0. So then we'll do k get pod. So k get pod. Okay, so it's saying create container config error. So this doesn't really give us much, but we can do the second command, that's k describe pod, and then just copy this and then just paste this. Okay, fine. So now these are the events, and in the events we can see what really is going wrong. So what it's saying is okay, config map Postgres db config not found. Okay, fine. So config map, right? So it's an issue with config map, Postgres db config not found. So what we'll do is we have to go and check what's the issue with config map. So k get config map. Okay, so it's Postgres dash config, but what is being passed over here? Postgres dash db dash config, but the actual config is this one. Okay, so what we'll do is we will update this and we'll see there seems to be some issue with secret, but usually we'll not know this, so we'll follow the standard procedure, and then if we find an issue with secret, we'll handle that as well. So what you'll do is k get deployment. You'll see the name of the deployment. Now you have to store this into a file. So k get deployment, then I'll copy the name, I'll paste it here, YAML, and we'll store it into a file called as deployment.yaml. Fine. So we have got this. Now we will open this YAML using the editor. So I opened it. I'll press I for insert, and now we are inside the file, and we know that it is an issue with config key. So okay, so here if you look so the actual config, wait, I will show you the actual name, k get config map. So the actual name is Postgres dash config, but the name being passed is Postgres. So this is the, by the way, this is a section where the config map is being passed. So you have to know that as well. So there are 2 places. So if you look here, over here it's being passed this way, and over here, okay, now over here as well it's being passed. Wait, let me just cross this here. So we have to go and add in both these places the update, right? So because this key is not present, so what I'll do is I'll just go here, I'll quickly backspace, paste this. Wait, some issue. Wait, so where? Oh yeah, extra line came. So I think I didn't copy it properly. Yeah. I for insert, and then paste. Fine. So we have pasted this, and we have to paste it here as well. All you have to remove is the db actually. Yeah, fine. So we have updated this. I just want to give one glance at the, yeah, fine, cool. So we have updated this, and we can escape now. Do wq exclamatory for saving the file and closing it. Then k apply dash f deployment.yaml. Okay, k get deployment. Okay, 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 get deployment. Fine. It's still in. If you look, it's still not ready. So if I do k get pod, so yeah. So now a new pod got created, and what I'll do is, before I do this, I'll just delete the deployment and reapply it, because I don't want to configure it. I'd rather reapply. So I'll just delete the deployment first, so that there's no confusion. Then if I do k apply -f deployment, and then now I do k get deployment, it is not ready. K get pod, it's still having the issue. Okay. Because as we see, there's some issue with secrets as well. So what we'll do is k get pod, k describe pod. So this is the command for describing the pod. Now we'll copy the name of the pod, then we'll paste it here, press enter. What is it? Okay, secret not found. Pretty straightforward actually. These questions are not that difficult actually. If I get k get secret, okay, it's Postgres -secret, but what is being passed over here? Postgres DB. Okay, fine, same issue. So what we'll do is we into our deployment.yaml, and directly we'll press I for insert, and we'll check for a secret. Yeah, so this is where the secret is being passed. So we just have to remove the DB from this. Okay, and then I'll do a WQ exclamatory k delete. First I'll do a clear k delete deployment, and then k apply -f deployment .yaml, k get deployment, it's up, k get pod, it's running. So this was just pretty straightforward, nothing much. So if I press check now, it's done. Now we will do one more question, and as you can see, when it comes to troubleshooting deployment and pods, it's really not that difficult, but anyways, we'll do it because it will be good for practice. So we have one more question over here which is related to deployment, and we'll do that. Let's go. So basically we have covered all the questions after this question related to deployment. So yeah, so let's see what this is. Okay, front-end deployment template is there. Try to deploy. If there is any issue, fix that. Okay, so if I do NLS, I'll see, okay, it's there. First thing you do, right, whenever you have a question where they're saying it's there, and if there's an error, then what we do is directly apply it. And definitely there is an error because we are doing debugging, right? So there will be 100% an error, that's for sure. But the only way we'll know is by, okay, so namespace nginx-ns not found. Okay, so let's first of all do k get ns to see what all namespaces are there. Okay, so we have multiple namespaces, but it wants to only go in this namespace. Okay, fine. So what we'll do is k create namespace nginx-ns. Okay, now if I do k get ns, we have that ns. Okay, fine. So we have created the namespace where we want the deployment to deploy. Now we can try again and see if it works. Mostly it might not. Okay, it worked. So now we'll check what's up with the deployment. Okay, so it is in now it's in the one which we have just created, which is nginx -ns. Is that what it is? Yeah. So yeah, it is working. So if I do k get pod dash and nginx-ns, okay, this was really easy, guys. This was super easy. Yeah. So the only issue here was that the namespace is not present. So we have gone and done that as well, and that's it. So this was pretty straightforward, very small, I understand, but we will be doing more harder ones, more more related to the 2025. So I've been having some plans. So make sure that you have your local setup because we are not going to work on killer coda for that. So make sure that you watch the video of how to set up Kubernetes in your local environment, and then we will troubleshoot on our local environment by creating like a scenario. So first we'll create the scenario, and then after that we'll solve this question. Okay. So make sure you, if you like this video, then make sure that you subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.